Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And we are going to the UK Games Expo in less than 4 weeks as of this date. And by the time you see this, probably even sooner.
Counting the hours.
Counting the hours down. And we cannot wait. You should check out up here our first video that we did at the UK Games Expo, which is 5 games that you need to go and check out. And this video, Matt, we're talking about 5 sort of unsung heroes, little gems.
Yeah, little gems that we know they're gonna be there. That some of them we already got a lot of information. We already spoke with the designer of the game, so we know they are absolutely gems, and we can't wait for them to see them again. And mostly for everybody, you guys, to go there and check these guys because they're absolutely fantastic. Most of the games that we're going to show you in this list are absolutely independent publishers.
Yes.
That means that most of the time a one-man band.
One person or a team of people doing everything. Everything.
From the designing the artwork to the game to the PR to everything. So bring them some love because they do an absolutely fantastic job. And and those are the people that actually bring you a lot of joy in the future with their games. So,
absolutely. So do go check those out. And in addition to that,
before this, what we got?
We've got some amazing tips for you. If you've never been to UK Games Expo before, we're going to prep you with the information that you need to know to get there and be armed to do and have the best experience that you can possibly have.
Yeah, because it can be a lot, so we're going to give you some tips to make it better.
Some top tips, absolutely. And here's a top tip for you.
Hit the subscribe button.
It's the best tip you could possibly
If you do that, your life is just gonna be better.
No guarantees. You can't guarantee that.
No, I'm guaranteed because you're gonna receive a notification every time one of our videos come out,
and it will make your life better.
That's gonna an improvement in your life.
Absolutely. So there is that as well.
And after that, if you check the Into the EM link in the description for a 10% discount on some great, amazing graphic t-shirt, casual wears, geeky stuff. Absolutely great. We love them. We love the products that they got. They got new designs coming out every few weeks, all the time. And absolutely check it out. And again, the 10% discount is on top of any other discount
that you can find.
So so if there are, they do a lot of times like bundles or stuff like that. This is on top of anything else you can find. So it's absolutely great. We love being associated with Into the EM because they do a fantastic job. And
absolutely. We've already given you great tips like subscribe and give us kickbacks on buying things. But let's dig into the proper tips.
Let's do it.
So, Matt, the first tip that we've got for the people is basically prepare for it to be very busy with some 57,000 visits.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people, so it's going to be busy.
It could be a bit overwhelming for someone, but again, so be prepared. And on top of that, there's gonna be a way to get out to get some fresh air. The NSC actually got the NSC is the venue where the UKGE is gonna take place. There are a couple of quiet rooms where you can go and they keep it quiet, so you can go there and relax. There are praying spaces as well if that's what you need to do during your day. You can go there and do that as well. The NEC is a brand new facility, so they got a lot of these kind of things as well.
It's got great infrastructure, to be honest with you. Really great infrastructure. And if you're stuck because you're probably going to get separated at some point if you're taking some friends with you.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. So just pick one of the big, unique banners, of which there are many, and they are very visible, and say, look, let's meet there. If we get split up in half an hour.
Or at the food place.
Or at the food place or in the concourse. There is loads of space to go and do that.
Exactly.
So pick somewhere to meet up in advance.
Another one is the question that I always ask when I go somewhere is cash or card? Because you never know if you can pay everything by card or if you need to bring cash. Of course, it's in the UK, so card is largely available.
It's mostly fine. 90% will be okay with card.
However, I would say bring a little bit of cash anyway. So the card or cash is left up to the single stand, to the single person like showing their product, so it's not up to the organizer doing it. So if someone a stand just want to get cash, there's nothing you can do about it. So
yeah, take a little bit of cash with you.
It's gonna be mostly it's gonna be cards, but there are ATM as well on site. So you could grab some cash there if you needed. There's gonna be queues. That's normally what happens with the ATMs. But
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, and talking about that, the other question I always ask is, what food is available?
Frankly, there are lots of options. So you're kind of spoiled for choice at UKGE. The NEC and the surrounding complexes have loads of stuff.
Yep.
There's restaurants, there's cafes, there's brands that you know, all of that good stuff. And then there's like an eat street, just sort of in between the NEC and the Hilton, I think, where it is, where like we have this.
The
hotel or whatever.
The hotel, the casino.
The casinos, I think. There's all
next
of that.
Next to the NEC, there is a casino. Where you can find, it's just like a small shopping center with a lot of food option.
Yeah.
Inside the NEC, there are the usual long sandwiches or bagels.
Yeah. Rhymes with
places.
Club day.
But there is food. There are little shops where you can buy bottle of waters or like chocolate bars and all the stuff. And then there is actually a section in the UKG,
just like pop-up food stores,
and
they're
pop-up food. So
pretty good. To be fair. Like, there's some great stuff there.
They can get expensive if you're there for the entire weeks and you're doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
So yeah, just have a think about it.
Plan accordingly, but there is plenty of options. Next one is to say hello and ask nicely. This is a great one because a lot of the stores are run by volunteers if they are doing part of the demos, so they don't actually work for the publisher.
Normally the guys that are gonna be around the table explaining the games and showing you the rules or showing you the games, those are normally volunteers. They don't do it for money. They do it because they love the industry. They do it because
they want the experience or whatever.
So just be nice to them. They are not responsible for.
If you're angry about your Kickstarter that didn't turn up,
it's not them.
Don't go to the demo table and take it out on the poor volunteer teaching some family.
They are just like very nice people that are trying to make other people's time great. So
absolutely, and if you're nice, actually, there may be some promo cards available.
Yeah, exactly. Promo cards, a lot of giveaways, goodies. There's
a lot of these publisher stands. There's always something. So if go to the stands of the games that you maybe own already. Because you might find something that you can add into your game.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is a really nice.
And that is nice. And talking about going to the stand and stuff, stock and refills will happen throughout the weekend.
Yes.
It means that if you really want a game, you didn't manage to get it on the Friday, they might coming back on the Saturday morning. Then normally the morning it's easier to buy because it's when the restock is happening.
But it happens with whatever the hotness game is. The Friday, all those copies will go.
Yeah.
People get upset. But it's okay, they'll be back on Saturday.
They were gonna come back until they finish.
Until they finish. But
the other thing is be prepared to shop around.
Yes, this is a great tip. So basically, every major board game retailer in the UK is at UKGE.
Yeah.
And they bring with them a select stock of what they have.
Yeah.
And it's normally like a selection of games, could be quite a chunky selection of games. And you will get actually different prices between the stores.
So,
10, 15 meters.
Yeah, so before spending your money, check the store next to it because it could have
Just have a look. And again, you save £10 sometimes, £15.
We are talking about retailers, not publishers. So if you buy a game directly from a publisher, that's the cost.
RRP, it'll be whatever the cost is that you buy it for. RRP, that'll be.
So yeah, that is there's another tip. And
here's the thing, just related to that, Matt, as well. If you're dead set on buying like a first edition, first print coming out early, there's not too many of those at UKGE, but there might be the occasional one where you might get it slightly before it goes on to major release. Be prepared to pay full whack for it, because that's the cost of getting it early.
You pay a little bit more you'll have to queue most likely.
But you'll get it soon.
But you will get it before. If something that you really want, just like make sure that you know where they're selling it, and as soon as the doors open, you go straight there. You spend that hour in the line to get your game.
Grab it,
and
off you go.
But normally the publishers, they started being really good. They tell you like, they count the people in the queue. They tell you like, all right, there's no point for you to queue anymore. Or if you are in the queue up to that point, you are secure to get the game. So yeah, I think we got a couple of last one. One is related to the bring and buy section, where you can buy and sell your second-hand
The biggest
games.
one in the world, we did mention, it is a huge like bring and buy sale for all second-hand board games. It's amazing, by the way. So if you've got old games, you can bring them along. Maximum that you can bring, if you are wanting to sell some old games, is 20. It used to be unlimited, but people get messing with the system.
20 games already.
But if you've got 20 games that you don't want anymore, fair play, more power to you. But you can go and sell them, you set a price, and then that's the price, and then they get sold, or they get given away, essentially. That's how it works. So you give them away, or you sell them and make some money. But when you go into the bring and buy to do some buying, to find yourself a second-hand bargain, you can't take a big bag in there.
No. It's no bags allowed.
No bags allowed in there.
This is to prevent people not wanting to do things properly, or
dirty thieving gits. Dirty thieving gits is what it prevents. So yeah, you can't take a big bag in there. So make sure you've got a friend to stand outside, maybe with your bag.
Yeah.
Have a run in there, take turns, then they'll come out.
Yeah.
Then they can go back. Tag team.
Just like walk with a big pile of.
And then walk out, and then you can once you come out of the bring and buy, then put them in whatever bag you've got.
Yeah. But that is so don't be upset if then someone stops you with your bags before coming in
for that. And finally,
did you got one more?
I do. So if you want to demo a game, please make sure that if it's going to be a popular game, something like Arcs, for example, or any of the 5 games that we talked about on our list up here, be prepared to wait, because the spaces will be limited. You may have to book, and it will be first come, first served. And Friday and Sunday are always going to be better than the Saturday sessions. Yeah,
Saturday is the busiest day, of course, because it's Saturday.
Day off.
But again, if you really want to try a game, very similar to if you really want to buy a game, check on the website the location of the stand where the game is.
Go to the UKGE website; it'll have where the stands are.
Make sure you know where it is. When the doors open in the morning, before you're getting your coffee or you do anything else, you go to the stand, ask them to book you for a demo session. They will put you normally they will give you a time for that day, or sometimes even for the day after, but normally it's like day-to-day basis.
Sometimes you may have to, if you've got like 4 mates with you, it might be that one of you gets the table. Right?
Exactly.
And you kind of got to lump it.
And please, if you book, go.
Yes.
Because that is the most even annoying things, is people booking and do not show up. Because that is really annoying for everybody, for the other people that really want to play.
For the volunteers as well.
For the volunteers, for everybody. So please make sure that you book the things that you want to see and go. So be a nice guy.
Those are some amazing tips, Matt.
Yeah. Let's go to check out the 5 gems that we got for you.
So Matt, I know the first one that we're going to talk about, you're extremely excited about.
I think this is going to be big, and I hope it's going to be big.
It's going to be
and it's a Behemoth.
Behemoth, the Rise of Shadow.
Yeah, Behemoth, Rise of Shadow. We already had a chat with the designer / publisher a few months ago, and we should be able to see more like in shape game, because we had a demo with a very much like
self-made print.
So I'm really excited to see what's the shape of the game. Do you want to tell a little bit more about what the game is? What it does?
Behemoth Rise of Shadow is a very interesting cooperative game. Where it's done it's got this sort of environmentalist-esque theme, but in a fantasy world.
In a fantasy sci-fi.
Fantasy sci-fi kind of post-apocalyptic-esque world. It is tremendous, where you have this great vibe and theme which the designers thought very strongly about, and it uses cooperative work in a very different way, where you can almost do things in a simultaneous nature.
Yeah, this was very cool that this mechanics where everybody was playing at the same time.
Sort of discussing together and then doing your actions, and nothing really, it wasn't really turn by turn per se.
No. And it's the gameplay, again, we played a very like first version of
fast and furious, quick teach.
But
had a little bit of deck building in there. You have some little like map traversal as well. You have points that you have to spend in order to get to different spaces
kind of like
on the map.
almost like a work placement, but with the movement, so kind of like action selection. It's really, really interesting. I would say, if you guys are around, check it out and go and speak to the guys.
This one got some hype on GameFound, and rightly so, because I think it does some interesting things. The conceptual art for the production looks tremendous.
Yes.
The game is interesting. We've played it, and it is cool.
It is, and it's really cool. And I think that this is gonna be one that goes big. Yeah.
Well, we'll find out when we.
Yeah, absolutely. We love a zombie game.
We do. Zombie apocalypse, mate. Best apocalypse.
And when we saw this game a few months ago, we were like, oh my God, what is this? Can I buy it right now?
The answer was no.
No, we need to wait. And we're talking about Survive Alive.
Survive Alive was super cool. This is a roll and write take on a zombie apocalypse survival, almost like a base building game.
Yeah, each one of the players will
survival
base. Its own.
It has like a flip and write type mechanism. So you are doing that to create different statistics and build your base up and have your survivors, and they've all got different stats as well. Looks pretty cool. It's by Schnarf Games, but it's an independent guy.
Again, it's a one-man band game, and when you see the game, please go at the stand.
Go and check it out.
Check it out. You'll see how the love that is being put in this game, and I love all the dark humor in the game as well.
There's a lot of references and Easter eggs.
This seems like super fun. We can't wait to see where it is. I know that it's supposed to come out on GameFound pretty soon, but hopefully we're gonna manage to probably sit down and have a go with the final version or almost final version of the game. Yeah,
as far as we know, this game is basically he presses the button and production happens. It's from what we saw. When we saw the
very
much
build,
very much
like a
ready to rock. So we're very excited to go see what I imagine will be basically it, and then get a game of that in. So if you like a zombie apocalypse and you like a flip and write and you want something that has a slightly different vibe, then go check out Survive Alive. So Matt, the next game I am very excited about, and when we walked past it, when we saw the initial sort of artwork, I think we both went, what on earth is that? That's amazing looking.
I do have one of the artwork from this game already in my studio.
By Mr. Owen Davey, and this game is Fame and Fable.
And when we saw it with corner of our eyes, it was like, ooh, what is that? It looked absolutely stunning. One of the best artwork I ever seen, to be honest, because it's a very unique style.
Yes.
And so it's not similar to anything else.
Very eye-catching,
It's fantastic. And then we found out that it actually sounds like an amazing game as well.
It sounds super cool. So you should definitely check out Fame and Fable. Fame and Fable is a competitive deck building game. So you're going to be buying allies and different things from the market. You're going to be doing contracts, trying to get the most points. Relatively straightforward.
Card-based game.
Card-based game, but has a beautiful board, which looks amazing as well. Again, the illustrations are tremendous. You gain fame through your exploits and move your player token around the game track, picking up bonus tokens as you travel, with the person with the most fame at the end winning.
So you're gonna be basically fighting like monsters or something.
Monsters to get fame. Exactly.
Card-based, but that I think the inspiration was very much from like D&D and all the RPG, but brought it down into a card game. It sounds super interesting. Again, it looks amazing, and I can't wait to actually sit down and have a proper look at the game.
Absolutely. You'll see hopefully some pictures that Matt will put up during the edit. This game is it's beautiful
Yeah.
looking. So he's done a cracking job there. Great illustrations, very unique style. If you like the look of this, we thoroughly encourage you to go to his stand and go and have a play and have a chat to us about it.
Next one we are gonna talk about it is the game that the title really just popped out, and I was like, what is this?
Absolutely.
And is Go Ahead Punk.
I
mean, that's the title of the game.
Absolutely.
And this looks amazing. It's a 1 to 4 player, 1 versus all, hidden movement, cat and mouse kind of scenario set in the US
70s San Francisco.
Yeah, so think about all those old police movies, cop movies,
action films and action drama series from the 70s.
This looks mega interesting, and
this looks super cool. If you like hidden movement games, I mean, we like them on the channel. I'm a massive fan of Mind Management.
Yep.
We've played some few of Dracula. You've got these are tremendous games, and I have a thing for them. And this is such a cool theme, 70s San Francisco, grimy.
Amazing.
You've got a sniper on the loose,
and to try to do
trying to do some hits. Trying to basically do 3 assassinations and leave. And then the rest of the players are these hardened cops on the beat, trying to bring him down before he gets his next kill. Wow, that's just a cool setup.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
a cool setup. It's a proper action movie kind of setup. Sounds super fun.
This is, go and watch it. Go have a look at this because it sounds amazing.
Absolutely. The last one on this list we know little about.
Almost nothing.
Almost nothing, but enough for us to call this a little unknown gem for you to go check out.
Yeah, because we know that it's from the guys Sinister Fish.
Yes, and the designer and illustrator behind
Moon. That was one of our favorite pick and pass games.
One of our favorite games from last year for sure.
So again, we know this one is going to be more like a work placement engine building. That's already really interesting to us. So knowing what they did with Moon with the pick and pass, I can't wait to see what they did with this, because they did it. They smashed it a lot with the last time. So this one is and what's the theme? It's about
it's like a clash of
fantasy,
but smashed into the modern world. So imagine you've got orcs, goblins, elves, etc.
In the modern days,
but they're like refugee ships that go across the Great Ocean and end up in sort of modern day outside a big city, and they're setting up sawmills and setting up their homes and their workshops and things like that. So I think it's going to be an interesting sort of clash of styles.
Yeah.
If you know the artwork and illustrations by Hacken Gardner, they're great.
Yeah. So probably of all the 5s that we put on this list, is the one that we know the less. However, we know the designer and we know where it's coming from. So we will say that this is something that you guys keep an eye on.
Go and check out. So keep an eye on this.
Because Moon was a fantastic game that it went a little bit underrated, probably.
I think it did very well, but then that was it. It went big.
Yeah. But no, absolutely, this is to be checked. Yonder.
Yeah, you should definitely check out Yonder. It looks great. Go Yonder. Go check it out. So those were 5 hidden gems for you to go and discover at UK Games Expo 2024.
And God knows how many more we're going to find while we're there, because that's the best things of this kind of the UKGE or Spiel or all the others. It's all the games that you never heard of, and you just stumble on them, and they becomes one of your favorite games.
You go, oh, what's that? And then the publisher or the demo team will tell you about it. They're going to sit down and play.
You're going to love it.
I really like that. That's really cool. Take my money. It's tremendous. It's a tremendous experience. We can't wait. So go check out these hidden gems and let us know what you think. Have you done your research on UKGE? Do you know what is coming out and what's going to be there? Let us know what you're excited about in the comments below.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because that's really important. That is a gem.
It is.
It's not hidden, but it's a gem.
It's a gem.
After you've done that, check the Into the M link for the 10% discount on top of any other discounts for some amazing t-shirts and leisure wear and whatever
All that
cool
good
the guys do. And yeah.
Make sure you come and say hello to us at UK Games Expo.
Yeah.
And until then, we'll catch you again real soon.
Ciao.